But that's how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? I come home sometimes, bro. My rib and my daughter, they be racing to see me. You know what I'm saying? That thing supposed to make you feel good. Pause. Why? Why? Because I just said it. That's why. Why you defrauding me? Why you ain't even present yourself in a way that make me want it? And then when I do want it, now you wanna sleep with your back towards me. You know your wife got little tails, but you gotta be there to motivate her. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with you saying, hey yo, babe, you fat. You fat. Baby, you fat. Hey, shalom, most high Christ, bless. That thing loud. I like that thing. All right, we in here. We back. Officer Nehemiah, IUIC Houston in the classroom. We back, y'all. We back. All praises to the Most High. And make sure you send up prayers for destruction to your enemies. Y'all see what's happening in France. You know what I'm saying? They persecuting us for the word. And make sure we constantly send up prayers for destruction to our enemies. You know what I'm saying? And for the Lord to spare us and show us mercy as the signs of the time start to increase. You know what I'm saying? Hey, name of the class is called The Beautiful Headache. The Beautiful Headache. The Beautiful Headache. Somebody like, what does that mean? What is he talking about? Marriage. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about marriage. Marriage is a beautiful headache. You know what I'm saying? Hey, get to Rock 25, verse 1. We're going to jump right into it. I ain't trying to hold y'all long. Hey, when I was making this class, bro, my rib saw it on my phone, the title. And she's like, what that mean? I'm going into marriage. She's like, wow, I'm a beautiful. I was like, yes, you a beautiful headache. You know what I'm saying? I'm going. She's like, don't do me dirty in class. All right. We'll see. All right. Sirach chapter 25, verse 1.
The book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 1. In three things I was beautified and stood up beautiful before God and men.
In three things the Lord said, he stood up beautiful before God and men. Come on.
The unity of brethren.
So the unity of brethren is a beautiful thing in the eyesight of God. Come on.
The love of neighbors.
The love of neighbors is a beautiful thing in the eyesight of God.
A man and a wife that agree together.
And that's a beautiful thing. When a man and a wife, a husband and wife, agree together. That's beautiful in the eyesight of God. Marriage, when it's done the right way, is a beautiful thing. Agree together. What does it mean to agree together? Because some Christian sisters saying, yeah, right now, yeah. You're supposed to agree with our thing. No, that's not what it's talking about. Sirach 7:26. What does it mean, agree together? Sirach chapter 7, verse 26.
The book of Sirach, chapter 7, verse 26. Hast thou a wife after thy mind?
Do you have a wife after your mind? Come on.
Forsake her not.
Come on.
But give not thyself over to a light woman.
But don't give yourself over to a light woman. That's what it means, a man and a wife that agree together. When her mind is after your mind. When you could mold your wife to be the same thought process in terms of what you think and how you operate, that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing in the eyesight of God and in the eyesight of men. When she could conform her thoughts to your thoughts, it's beautiful, right? Get Hebrews 13 and verse 4. Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 4. We all know this one. Come on.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all.
So marriage is honorable and it's beautiful when the wife's mind is according to the husband's mind. Come on.
And the bed undefiled.
And what y'all do on y'all bed, hey, it's undefiled. Come on.
But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge.
And when you go outside of that beautiful union that the Lord set in place, he said, I'm going to judge you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to judge you. If you got a wife that's after your mind, that's honorable, and that's beautiful in the eyesight of God. Right? Stay with me now. Matthew chapter 19 and verse 4. Matthew chapter 19 and verse 4. Come on.
The book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 4. And he answered and said unto them, have ye not read that at which made them at the beginning made them male and female?
Uh-huh.
And he said, for this cause shall a man leave father and mother,
Come on.
and shall cleave to his
So
wife.
when you get married, you're supposed to leave your father and your mother. You got to have your own spot, and you're supposed to cleave to your wife. Come on.
And they twain shall be one flesh.
How do they twain become one flesh? Because her mind now is being conditioned and trained to be after your mind. Now that twain becomes one flesh. Same mindset. Your mindset is after Christ. Her mindset is after you. That's the order. That's 1 Corinthians 11, right? Come on.
Wherefore, they are no more twain, but one flesh.
No more two, but now they one. Come on.
What therefore God have joined together, let not man put asunder.
And if God joined that thing together, don't let no man on earth put it asunder. Because why? It's honorable. It's beautiful in the eyesight of God. Marriage is honorable and it's beautiful in the eyesight of God. So when the Lord bring that union together and it's special like that, and her mind is really being trained and molded to be your mind, Lord said, hey, don't let nobody get in the way of that. Don't let nobody get in between that and cause the separation from that one flesh. So how does it become a headache? How can something so beautiful become a headache? I'm talking about it's an honorable, you know what I'm saying? And Lord said, I was beautified by it. Let no man put it asunder. God joined it together. How does that become a headache? 1 Corinthians chapter 7. 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 28.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 28. But, and if thou marry, thou hast not sinned. And if a virgin marry, she have not sinned. Nevertheless, such shall have trouble in the flesh, but I spare you.
Right. Paul's letting us know that when you get married, you're going to go through some things. You're going to have some trouble in the flesh. And that trouble in the flesh is that headache. That's that headache. That's when your wife do something, you should be like, give me a Tylenol. You know what I'm saying? Give me an Advil. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be things in your marriage that you looking at your spouse like, yo, did the Lord put this together? You know what I'm saying? Is this beautiful? That's how it's going to feel sometimes. Paul said, hey, you're going to have trouble in the flesh. Y'all going to go through things. But you got to remember, it's only to strengthen y'all bond. If you keep that in the back of your mindset, them headaches will get a little bit less painful. They won't be throbbing, you know what I'm saying? Some brothers got migraines. You know what I'm saying? We're going to touch on that too when we keep moving. Play that first clip. Play that first clip.
And this guy hit on me, right? So he said, hey, you married? And I was like, yes. And he said, you happy? And I was like, no, and the reason why I said no was because, one, I'm brutally honest, and two, I was not happy at the time. But what does me being unhappy have to do with whether or not you have a shot? Here's the thing I realized. A lot of married people don't know how to be unhappily married and still not walk away. If you could learn how to be unhappy for a minute, your marriage will last. Because the goal in marriage is not happiness. The goal is to build a lasting relationship that withstands the ebbs and flows of marriage, of relationships.
You could take it off. You could take it off. You could take it off. That's some heavy stuff right there. You said, hey, marriage ain't about being happy. It's about withstanding the ups and downs, the flow of marriage. You gotta understand, when y'all get married, your marriage continually adapts. It's never gonna stay the same. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna adapt from the honeymoon stage to now you got kids, to now you got work. It's gonna continue to evolve. Just like the truth continues to evolve and change, your marriage is gonna do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And if you dwell on the negatives within your marriage, it's never gonna really grow and flourish to what it could be. You know what I'm saying? Or if you always looking back at, you don't do this like you did before. I ain't the same man. That was 5 years ago, sis. You know what I'm saying? You expected the same be 5. Things done changed. We got a kid now. We got bills now. You know what I'm saying? Bro, when you get married, just know you're going to be broke. You know what I'm saying? Off rip. Single brothers, hey, and live it up right now. Enjoy yourself. When you get married, you're going to be broke. I don't care what situation you in. You're going to lose some money. You know what I'm saying? But that's the beautiful part of it. To be broke and happy with that one spouse. You know what I'm saying? Who just make you so mad at the simplest things. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Gets the Rock 2613. We're going to go over some scenarios, some situations where the marriage is beautiful and then sometimes when it becomes a headache, right? And hopefully we could draw parallels in our own relationship, even if you ain't married. Sirach chapter 26 and verse 13.
The book of Sirach, chapter 26, verse 13. The grace of a wife delighted her husband.
So if a wife moves with grace, man, that delights the husband. When a wife moves with grace, so much grace, she feminine, you know what I'm saying? She stay in the lane, it's going to delight her husband. Come on.
And her discretion will fatten his bones.
And when a woman is discreet about what's going on in your household, that's going to fatten your bones. That's going to fatten your bone. Because brothers, every married brother know, it's certain things your wife know about you that you don't want no other man on earth to know about. I know I ain't the only one. There's certain things, certain ways you act, certain things you say in the house that you don't want everybody knowing about your business. So when a wife is discreet and can keep household matters within the household, that's going to fatten your bones, bro. Pull up that definition real quick. It said her discretion will fatten his bones. Let's see what the word discretion actually means. Read that for me.
Discretion, the quality of behaving or speaking in such a way as to avoid causing offense or revealing private information.
The quality of speaking and behaving in a way to not cause offense and not reveal private information. When a wife knows how to do that, your marriage is beautiful. Because sometimes y'all might have arguments, or you know what I'm saying, everybody don't need to know what's going on in your house. Everything ain't I need to go counsel about this. There's certain issues, you deal with it and you keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? But what I see a lot of times is the women have a hard time of dealing with it and keeping it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Because 5 years down the line, remember when you did this? It's the same thing. You moving in the same spirit. That was 5 years ago, sis. Haven't we grown? Haven't we moved past this? You know what I'm saying? Give me Proverbs 11 and 22. Let's see the negative. So it's beautiful when a wife is discreet. Keep everything private. Don't reveal too much. Move with grace. You know what I'm saying? That's beautiful. But this is when it becomes a headache. Read that.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 22. As a jewel of gold in a swine's snout.
Now, if you see a jewel of gold in a pig's nose, a beautiful pearly jewel in a nose of a pig, that's a crazy combination right there. The same way you would look at that, like it just don't make no sense. Keep reading.
So is a fair woman which is without discretion.
So is a beautiful woman that ain't got no damn discretion. It's like finding a golden jewel in an abomination. A fair woman ain't got no discretion. She's revealing everything going on in the house. Damn, I can't do nothing. Here the brother go. He missed the Sabbath day. Oh, I'm having stomach issues. Here the sister go on Telegram. Sisters, send a prayer for my Lord, y'all. He going through IBS right now. Send a prayer, sissy. All praises. All praises. You come to the school next week. Officer, is your stomach okay? You like, yeah, what you mean? It's good. Yeah, your wife posted you had IBS. You just like, all praises. Appreciate the prayers, sis. Appreciate the prayers. No damn discretion. You would have revealed everything going on in the house. Come on, everything don't need to be told. You know what I'm saying? Get to Rock 25:17. Everything don't need to be told. You know what I'm saying? Here go the new moon. You hitting a little two-step. The brother's trying to egg you on to get into the big circle. Like, I don't be dancing like that. You know what I'm saying? Here your wife go. Nah, don't say that. You know you was dancing last night. Hit that move, babe. Hit that move. And you just like, I'm saying, now you gotta hit it. That she done put you on the spot. Now you gotta hit it. No damn discretion. I did that in the comfort of my home with my wife. Why everybody gotta know that? You know what I'm saying? It's a Rock 25:17. Or you coming to school and she hit you with a shalom, my Pookie Bear, honeydew melon. Are you okay today? Like, you don't see the brothers right here, sis? Now the whole rest of the year, hey, shalom, officer, honeydew melon, Pookie Bear. Damn, girl. Nobody need to know what you call me in the house. Call me officer at the school. Call me Lord. Dang. No damn discretion, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, get to Rock 25:17.
The book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 17.
Oh, let me get it real quick. All right, come on.
The wickedness of a woman changeth her face, and darkened her countenance like sackcloth.
Uh-huh.
Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he hear it, he shall sigh bitterly.
Right, because some women, they not discreet on a whole nother level, on a whole wicked level. And every time the husband hears his wife's name come with some BS, he like, you have an argument. Next thing you know, she up at the leadership table asking for counsel without you even knowing nothing about it. Oh, damn, sis. It was one argument. It wasn't that serious. You up in the leadership, he don't do this, and that. What type of spirit you in? You know what I'm saying? That's when marriage become a headache. When one or both parties don't understand their role. That's when it becomes a headache. Keep reading.
All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her.
And sometimes women take it to a whole nother level. Y'all going through it, y'all fall out. Now she on Instagram and Facebook revealing all your personal information. That's a migraine. That ain't no headache. And some brothers dealing with that. Because they marriage right now ain't beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Either one or two parties are not applying the scriptures. That's when it turns into a headache. That's when a woman could use because women, they'll hold stuff and then use it on you at the most inopportune time to gain an advantage. Just to look like they was right in a situation. That's evil as hell, is wicked. But some brothers is dealing with this in their marriage. You know what I'm saying? That's when that discretion turns into a negative. Because now she revealing all your little dirty little secrets. And it ain't necessarily sin. It's just embarrassing things that you don't want nobody to know about. That your wife should understand, I ain't going to cross that line. I ain't going to say this. You know what I'm saying? That's between us behind closed doors. Then it say the bed under fire. Keep what's in the bed, in your house. That's one example. Get Sirach 26:14.
Sirach chapter 26, verse 14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord.
Some brothers almost caught heart attacks when they heard this scripture. They looked at their wife and they just said, they sighed bitterly. You know what I'm saying? A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. Come on.
And there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed.
Ain't nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. That's when it's beautiful. When your wife could just be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Just be quiet. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't got to talk every time. Like, learn to be comfortable in uncomfortable silences. It ain't even just the talking. It's the timing that they be talking. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes men just don't want to talk. And as the wife, you have to understand that and conform to that, even if you got the most exciting news to reveal. I just might not want to hear it right then. A silent and loving, that's a gift of the Lord. So if your wife ain't silent, you might not got a gift. You know what I'm saying? You might not got a gift of the Lord. Get Sirach 25:20.
The book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 20.
Uh-huh.
As the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of an aged man, to the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man.
You ever see an old man trying to climb up a sandy slope? He's just trying, ain't making no progress, tiring himself out. That's how it is with a wife full of words to a quiet man. We all need that time where we just not saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? You come home from work, had a horrible day. I don't really want to talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta see my countenance and realize this ain't the time. Let me pull the baby away. Let me run the shower. Maybe after the shower, you know what I'm saying? After my shower, I'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? I'll be in the shower for a minute. I'll put a class on and everything. You know what I'm saying? That's my time to unwind. You know what I'm saying? And as a wife, you got to know your husband's time to unwind. Right when he come through the door, hey, babe, this broke. The ceiling leaking. They just raised our bill $50. God damn. I just had to fight a battle out there. I got to come back and fight another battle. You know what I'm saying? Like, sheesh. Come on, sis. You got to know when to talk and not when to talk. Bro, my wife be quiet, bro. All praises, bro. Hey, all praises, bro. Hey, we be driving, bro. Hour, 2 hours, she don't say nothing. It's to the point where I be like, yo, is she all right? You know what I'm saying? I look at her, I'm like, what's she thinking right now, bro? What's she thinking right now? Only time will tell if I got to give. She be quiet 2 hours. I'll be like, you all right? Yeah, what's good? You okay? I'm like, all right, all praises. All praises. All praise. Hopefully it stays like that, right? Play the next clip. This is what I'll talk about with timing. Play number 3.
Ladies, let me help you something. Because you like to talk so much, you can hit a man at the wrong time. And it'll seem like he's disconnected when actually you just hit him at the wrong moment. If my wife and I leave here today and she says, you know what, I got a taste for Italian. And I say, well, I got a taste for Chinese. She's not going to get mad at me. We just both recognize, I recognize that what I have a taste for at this moment, she doesn't have a taste for. Y'all follow me? So in the same way, you walk up to a man, he's watching television, and you want to talk about something. He seems disconnected. It's only because you wanted to talk at that moment, but he was not in the frame of mind to talk about what you wanted to talk about at that moment. Because men are simple. We do one thing at the same time, one thing at one time. And so you take it personal because it does feel personal. And so what I did in my household, especially with my daughters, what they do, they sometimes they just come, but sometimes they'll say, Daddy, I need to talk to you. Let me know it's a good time. She'll do that sometimes also. And so I'll say, oh, you can come now. Or other times I'll say, you know, okay, give me like an hour or two. Or sometimes I was like, I'm swamped. Is it serious? No, it can wait. See? And so if you approach the man that way, hey, got to talk to you about something. You know, let me know it's a good time. Okay? Versus you just walk in front of the television. Hey, did you do? No, stop. Because men need peace. Ladies,
that's some good stuff right there. That's some good stuff right there. You got to know the time when to talk to your husband. You know what I'm saying? I should institute that in my household, bro. Is this a good time, my lord? Is it a good time? You know what I'm saying? That's some good stuff. Is this a good time? Nah, ain't a good time. You know what I'm saying? You got to know when to speak and what to say when you speak as a wife. You know what I'm saying? And I don't see it too much on the flip side because if our wife want to be quiet, we'll be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Like men, like I know me, I'm not talking unless I got something to say. I got something to say specifically. I talk about that, and then I ain't got nothing else to say. What I'm gonna talk about? I can sit in silence for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. I ain't got nothing to say. You know what I'm saying? Women just don't operate like that. They got something they want to say at some point. They be like, I think they got an internal clock. He's been quiet for 35 minutes. For sure he got something he want to talk about. No, I don't. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. That was a good video. You got to know the timing of your husband. Get to Rock 36:23. And not only timing, you got to know what to say to your husband. Some sisters watching this, even in the truth, like, I talk to my husband whenever I want to. What are you talking about? Read that, Sirach 36:23.
Sirach chapter 36, verse 23. If there be kindness, meekness, and comfort in her tongue, then is not her husband like other men.
Right. If there be kindness, meekness, and comfort in her tongue, her husband ain't like other men. You know what I'm saying? When the time that she does speak is kind, is meek, is gentle. She know what to say at the right time. No, not what to say at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? The Bible say her husband ain't like other men. That's a special man. He got a gift. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times, sisters don't know what to say, so they just blurt out random BS, and then you wonder why we not listening. You know what I'm saying? You wonder why we tune you out. We just listen to keywords. You know what I'm saying? Why be talking for hours straight? Word. Yup. Yo, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? We waiting for that one keyword. What you mean, sin? What? Who's this? When is happening? You know what I'm saying? But we'll be trying, like, you got to know what to say. You got to know what to say. And I know women know how to do it, too. Because women always got a different voice. When they at work, they got a whole different voice. When they're around interacting with people outside, a whole different voice. So they know how to switch their voice up, change their tone up. But when they get to the husband, sometimes they just forget about it, right? Get Proverbs 16:24. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 24. Come on.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 24. Pleasant words are as in honeycomb.
Pleasant words like a honeycomb. You know what I'm saying? Sweet. Feel good. Come on.
Sweet to the soul and health to the bones.
If a woman understands how to operate her words, her husband will never leave. He'll be happy with her. She'll get every pair of shoes she want. You know what I'm saying? Because she know how to talk to him. She know what tone of voice to say it in. And she know what time to do it. That thing a beautiful thing right there. If you could have that in your household. So how does that turn into a headache? Get Sirach chapter, let me see, 25. Sirach chapter 25, verse 23.
Book of Sirach chapter 25, verse 23. A wicked woman abated the courage, making an heavy countenance and a wounded heart.
Read.
A woman that would not comfort her husband in distress make it weak hands and feeble knees.
Right. This the sister that ain't got no good thing to say. You come home, lost your job of 15 years straight. So what we gonna do, my Lord? So now I gotta go work. I gotta handle the bills. I gotta pay most of the bill. The scripture say you gotta provide clothes, shelter. Damn, sis. I just lost my job. You can't hold it down for a little bit. Some brothers got that at their house right now. Right now. Won't comfort their husband in time of distress. I'm at a low point. You just adding on to it. Where's the pleasant words to uplift me, to strengthen me? No, it's gonna be all right. You know what I mean? You know what? I had these savings. This will hold us down for this time period. I go and get this job. You know what I'm saying? I heard somebody was hiring here. Like, come with solutions. Help me. Help me. You know what I'm saying? Some brothers, sisters don't want to help them because they feel like they the prize and you supposed to do everything while they just sit there and look cute. Get Job chapter 2. This is an example of a woman who won't comfort her husband in time of distress. Job chapter 2 and verse 7.
Job chapter 2, verse 7. So when Satan forth from the presence of the Lord and smote Job with sore boils and sores of his foot and unto his crown.
So Job had boils from his foot all the way up to his head. Job had this is after he done lost his children, his cattle, his money. He lost everything. And now he physically hurt. Right? Come on.
And he took him a posture to scrape himself withal. And he sat down among the ashes.
You gotta imagine this. He had his lowest of lows right here. Lost everything, lost his children. He just sit down in some ashes, just looking off of the day. You know what I'm saying? I trying to put myself in a situation, how I feel. I just sit down ashes. I just be looking off in the distance. You know what I'm saying? Lord, show mercy. You know what I'm saying? He had his lowest point. Come on.
Then said his wife unto him, dost thou retain thine integrity? Curse God and die.
What kind of mindset she gotta be in? Dang, I'm at my low and you talking about curse God and die? You keep your integrity? What? She will not comfort him in time of distress. And some brothers got that. You know when things going bad, all of a sudden your ribs start acting different. You're like, nah, not right now. I got enough stuff on my plate because Satan to play on your wife. You know what I'm saying? And use her to make your situation 10 times worse. To turn that thing that could be beautiful if she knew how to uplift her husband in a time of distress to something so horrible where she adding on to his distress. Keep reading.
But he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh.
He said, you dumb as hell. Come on.
What? Shall we receive good at the hand of God? And shall we not receive evil? In all this did not Job sin with his lips.
You see that? Job still stayed. He maintained his spirit. Job was a strong brother. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I would have just said that and kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? I probably would have cursed her out. You know what I mean? It would have been a straight argument left and right. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think in that state, if she come and say that to me, I would have blasted her. You know what I'm saying? Job would say, you sound dumb. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even put a lot of energy into it. Hey, we receive good, we see bad. Hey, you sound dumb. Get out of my face. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? His marriage became a headache right there. That's a migraine. She told him to die. Curse God and die. What kind of spirit you in, sis? But some of them sisters got that same spirit in the truth. In the truth. They just want their husbands to die so they can move on and do bad by themselves. Some brothers got that, bro. Some brothers too scared. Some brothers are never call my wife a foolish woman. Are you crazy? Do you know what she would do to me if I called her that? Hey, play number 4. Play number 4. Some brothers scared of their wives on the low, bro. Come on. I'm going to need you be ready on the pause button.
Words that a wife should never say to her husband.
Pause. Words that a wife should never say to her husband. All right, let's get into some of these words that wife should never say to their husband. Come on.
Why?
Pause. Pause. Why? Why? Because I just said it. That's why. Bro, I can't stand when women say that, bro. You asking me why? You questioning my judgment at that point. You think you got a better idea. Remember it said in 3 things I was beautified, a man and a wife that agree together. If her mind after your mind, you asking me why, you think your mind better than my mind at that point. It should be no why. Hey, we leaving at 5 o'clock. Why? They don't start till 7 o'clock. We ain't going now. Now we ain't going. All right? We ain't going now. You know what I'm saying? Why? I cannot stand that. One thing my wife do, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I got to put you on the spot. One thing my rib do, bro, she don't be answering me directly, bro. I cannot stand that thing, bro. I'd be like, hey, it's is that trash thinking like that? She'd be like, I'm about to take it out. I didn't ask you if you was taking it out. I asked you, was the trash smelling like? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so, that thing get me mad as hell, bro. Because I know she know it get me mad, and she still do it. That thing get me mad as hell. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what time is it? It ain't time for us to go yet. I didn't ask you that. I asked you what time it was for a specific reason. Don't try to anticipate my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm asking you this for a specific reason. You don't got to know why. Answer me directly, bro. You know what I'm saying? I cannot stand that thing. And guess what? She going to watch this class and she going to do it again. It's beautiful headache, bro. Play the clip.
Go to sleep. Get it yourself. I have a better idea.
Pause. Your wife telling you go to sleep. That's crazy. You heard of that? I ain't never heard of that yet. You know what I'm saying? Go get it yourself is even crazier. No respect. Go get it yourself? Some brothers dealing with this, though. I have a better idea. Keep playing.
You have to wake up. I already know that.
Pause.
No.
I already know that. Some brothers, while I was telling them that, I already know. You shouldn't tell your husband that. I don't care what he's doing to you. If he breaking down scripture that you just heard in Sabbath class, on a ride home after the Sabbath class, like, wow, my Lord, all praises. The Lord is dealing with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. You want to say, oh, didn't Bishop just break that down? Yeah, I heard that. I know already. Dang. Okay. Let Bishop teach you every Sabbath then. Know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm here for? You know what I'm saying? You supposed to, every time I teach you, you supposed to feel like it's the most crazy understanding you ever heard of your life. That's them pleasant words that have fatted a man's bones. You know what I'm saying? Not like bro, I remember a time, am I going to tell that? I'm going to be discreet. I'm going to be discreet. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be discreet. Keep playing.
No, not right now. But this person's husband did this.
Pause! No, not right now. You know what I'm saying? I remember I was proving my rib. I was like, you better not ever tell me no. That word is banned in my household. You know what I'm saying? Just see how she react. And you know when you're proving, she be like, okay, I ain't got no problem with it. Okay. First 3 months of marriage, she ain't got no problem with it. Next 6 months of marriage, next 5 months of marriage, baby come. She forget the things she said she was proving. You know what I'm saying? And brothers, you forget the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the sister to turn her class off already. Because it's going to get to that point, right? Keep playing.
And that person's husband did that.
Hold up, pause. I missed that one. You want to compare your relationship to somebody else's. That's horrible. This brother just took his wife out on a cruise. Do we got cruise money, sis? We don't even got the days off to take no cruise. Don't compare my relationship to his relationship. Be happy with what you got. That's when it turns to a headache. The comparison, and she's saying it straight to your face with no discernment of how you gonna react or how you gonna feel about it. They always worried about how we make them feel about the things we say, but then they be blunt too, and they expect us to just, oh, it's all good. Nah, you ain't supposed to be talking like this to your husband, to your Lord. You gonna get into it? Keep playing.
Or else, if you don't do this, I will ... Check
You
out
can
my
take
new
it
book.
off. You can take it off. If you don't do this, I will. That's crazy. My wife ain't never said that. You know what I'm saying? She said that. And you know what's crazy? Why I sometimes don't know time is so bad. Like a simple correction, they don't know how to take that. So that simple correction turns into a class now. Now I try to correct you gently, let you off. Now you questioning it. Okay, now you about to catch a class. A 5-minute correction now turns into an hour. Because all you had to do is say, okay, understood. I ain't gonna do it no more. But you don't want to say that. Well, why? That's not even how I meant it. Now I gotta show you how you meant it with the scriptures. Get your phone real quick. You know what I'm saying? If a 5-minute correction turns to an hour class. Sisters know what I'm talking about. My rib know what I'm talking about. Hey, go to Sirach 26 and 15. Sirach chapter 26, verse 15.
Book of Sirach, chapter 26, verse 15. A shamefaced And faithful woman is double grace.
Uh-huh.
And her
Continent.
her continent mind cannot be valued.
Come on.
And the sun, when it arises in the high heaven, is so that the beauty of a good wife,
Read that again. Come on.
as the sun, when it arises in the high heaven, so is the beauty of a good wife in the ordering of her house.
You ever seen a beautiful sunset, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just see, I was like, man, that thing, looking at different colors in the sky when the sunset rises in the heaven, that thing beautiful. It's the same way when a wife know how to order her household. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't come home and it's clothes everywhere, trash everywhere, stinking, baby diaper need to be changed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I should walk home into an oasis because I just got done fighting for 8 hours straight, 10 hours straight, 14 hours straight. I should come home to some type of relief because guess what? I'm going to be home for about an hour and then I got to go back out and fight again. I'm telling you, I've been doing my fake job 14 hours. I get 1 hour relief. Then I got to clock into my real job and I got to teach. You know what I'm saying? Or I got to handle some type of office within the body. So when I come home, it's supposed to be an oasis. That's when it's beautiful, when a wife know how to order a household right. You know what I'm saying? You come home and you feeling good. You know what I'm saying? Play that clip right there. That's how wives should be when their husband pull up after work.
I am on to see my husband. I'm happy to see my husband.
That thing good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Some brothers ain't got that. You know what I mean? Some brothers ain't got that. You know what I mean? Give 1 Timothy 5:14. She running to come see you after you come from work. Some brothers come home. I'm gonna wait till the headache part. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say too much right now. But that's how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? I come home sometimes, bro. My rib and my daughter, they be racing to see me. You know what I'm saying? That thing supposed to make you feel good. It's supposed to make you feel good, bro. Your wife should be excited to see you when you come home. She should make you feel like when you come home, she just won a lottery. You know what I'm saying? She should make it feel like that when you come to your house. And that's a beautiful thing. Get 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 14.
1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 14.
Oh.
I would therefore that the younger women marry, bear children, guide the house, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully.
Right, and that's the role of the young woman, to marry, have children, and guide the house. Order the house according to your Lord's wants and needs. You know what I'm saying? He providing everything for you. The least you could do is take care of it. You know what I'm saying? And when you're able to take care of it, that's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And we notice that thing. Even though we might not say it off rip. We may not say it every day, but we notice it because we notice when things is out of order. You know what I'm saying? We got a routine. We got a rhythm. When something's off, it stands out. You know what I'm saying? But when it's all good, hey, we acknowledge that thing. We might not say it every single day because that's your job. You know what I'm saying? Ain't like we come home every day and you like, all praises for you working 14 hours, almost breaking your back, working in the sun all day. You ain't saying that to us every day, but you want to get commended for doing the thing you supposed to do every day? Nah, it ain't going to happen. But we do notice and appreciate it. And when you do it, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Get Titus 2. Titus chapter 2, verse 3.
Titus chapter 2, verse 3. The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becoming holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the younger women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children.
So the aged woman supposed to teach a young woman who's supposed to marry, bear children, and guide the house how to love their husbands and their children. I mean, and you don't just wake up having that. You got to learn how to do that. You have to learn your husband to learn how he wants you to love him, not how you want to love him. You know what I'm saying? Some sisters think, I love him the way I want to love him, and that's good enough. That's not good enough. That's why it's issues in your marriage, because you ain't learned your husband enough to know this is how he wants me to love him. I'm gonna do this. This is how I'm supposed to love my children. I'm gonna do this. You ain't learned that yet, but when you do, you learn it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, and guess what? We feel good coming back to the house when you learn that thing. Keep reading.
To be discreet.
To be what?
Discreet.
You gotta learn to be discreet. Come on.
Chaste. Keepers at home.
Stay in the house. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean we ain't gonna go out every now and again. But you don't need to be in the streets all the time. At all. Come on.
Good. Obedient to their own husbands.
Obedient to their husbands. Some sisters almost, that struck a nerve just now. You know what I'm saying? Some married sisters done turned the class off already. It's all good. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Bro, just play it in the car when y'all riding. You know what I'm saying? She can't get away then. Obedient to their own husband. Yes, the Bible says obedient. That don't mean you no dog, but you better be obedient to that husband. And when you do, it's beautiful. Come on.
That the word of God be not blasphemed.
And when you don't, you blaspheme in the word of God. When you not discreet, chaste, you don't love your husband, love your children, you ain't keeping at home. I said, hey, you blaspheme my word when you're moving like that. But when you moving opposite and you doing what you're supposed to do, guess what? It's a beautiful thing. And we love and we respect that, and we look forward to coming home to that. When does that become a headache, though? Play number 6. Play number 6. It becomes a headache when a woman forgets her role. Like this sister right here. Come on.
Home, cook, clean, and take care of the kids, and also go to a job like a man. So you're telling me that a woman has to go work like a man every day, and a man goes work, and he's tired when he gets home. A woman's not tired. She has to clean, cook, do the dishes, do the laundry. Are you kidding me?
Why don't you want to do that?
What are you talking about? Why don't I want to do that? You know how fucking tiring that is? Have you done that?
I do it every day.
First of all, yelling doesn't mean you're winning an argument. It's a sign of low intelligence. You can lower your voice and speak to me. I'm sitting right here. I can hear you. Your point is invalid, and you sound like the rest of these unwedded women talking about the modern day women right there. I'm going to go to work like you. Do you want me to cook, clean? First of all, if that was the case, so what? Yes, you're going to cook, clean, do this and do that. And guess what? He taking the trash out. He fixing the house. He making sure this. Y'all have different responsibilities and different roles. Now, amongst modern day women, we're equal. We're not. We're both important. We're equally important to the relationship, but we have different duties, functions, and responsibilities. And you yelling, oh, I gotta cook, clean, yes, because don't nobody care. But at the same time, my wife don't care if the AC duct needed to be cleaned and it was $300. She won't even know that the man came and went. We have different responsibilities. Just because I can see you cook the food and you can't see me clean the gutters, you don't even care about that stuff, but it still need to be done. Men have different responsibilities. So all this, oh, I cook and I clean, and yeah, that's part of your function. But when your tire is flat, my function is to make sure you have a new tire.
But
when your car need an oil change, it's my job to make sure these people ain't ripping you off. We have different duties and functions and responsibilities. And if you don't love your duty, your function, your responsibility, you're not fit to be a wife, period.
Yeah. That's some good stuff right there, man. That's what it becomes when a woman forgets her role. She said, I got to cook, I got to clean, I got to work. Okay. You know what I'm saying? What are you complaining about? You know what I'm saying? I got to work. I got to protect. I got to provide. I got to adjust and adapt when things go completely left. You know what I'm saying? A woman ain't thinking about, oh, the engine about to give out, the transmission done blew. A woman ain't thinking that. She thinking, okay, I call Uber. We thinking that's $2,000. How the hell I'm gonna get $2,000 to fix this car? I can't pay for it. These are things we meditate on. The wife ain't thinking about that though. And I'm gonna make some women mad right now, right? It is what it is. Y'all ain't got my number. Y'all ain't got my email. I'm about to make y'all mad, right? When you think about all a woman does, right? I just say she cooking. Okay, how long does that take? You know what I'm saying? Cleaning, the washing and dryer is right there. You know what I'm saying? Changing the diaper of the baby, feed the baby. How much you say, like what, 2 hours, 2.5 hours? Okay, you know what I'm saying? So 2.5 hours of your day made you so tired that you can't function through the rest of the day? Let's say you're working 2, right? That's 8 hours. What, 10.5 hours? Okay. You tired from that. Okay. Well, think about me. That's 10 hours that I work, right? And I come home for an hour, relax. And I go out to the street and teach for 5 hours. Now I got to come home and do reports for another hour. Then I get 3 hours of sleep. And then repeat. For week after week after. I don't want to hear about you tired. I don't want to hear about it. I don't care. I'm just telling you straight. Do what you're supposed to do. And I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. That brother was on point. Some sisters cursing me out right now. You know what I'm saying? And some brothers like, relax, baby, it's okay. He ain't talking about you. Right, bro, I'm telling you, bro, we got to get these women in order. Get Proverbs 14:1. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 1. I cook, I clean, and I work. So, You know what I'm saying? So, come on.
Proverbs chapter 14, verse 1. Every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish pluck it down with her hands.
That's it. She'll pluck it down. A wise woman gonna build a household according to the man's vision that he established. But a foolish woman, she gonna plug it down. She gonna argue. She can complain about the things that she's supposed to do. That God said guide the house, order the house, that the man is paying for, but you got an issue with it now. Oh, I pay half the bill, so he should have half the responsibility. Nope, no, he didn't, because at the 1 a.m. in the middle of the night, it ain't 50-50 then. It ain't like, okay, you know what? You go check the bathroom, I check the living room. You know what I'm saying? It's, hey, go see what's that sound in there, right or wrong. But sisters want to complain about their role, but we can't complain about our role because we understand. No matter if we complain or not, we got to do it every day. And the least you could do is make it an oasis when I get back to you. That's the least you could do. But you want to cry because you got to cook. Sisters is crazy. Hey, play number 7. Sisters act like their life is like this. Come on. Sisters act like they doing this on a regular every single day of their life. That's just the got 4 packs of water on her head, the baby on her back. She got 2 sodas and 1, 3, 4. Sisters act like they doing this on a regular every day. Look at that. Sisters complain like they doing this every day. She probably walking in flat. She ain't got no car. She ain't got no car. She ain't got no AC. Huh? With a dress on. Doing all this. But your wife want to complain because she got to throw the clothes in the dryer machine. She got to put the clothes in the washing machine. That's one thing I yet to understand. You know what I'm saying? You put it in there, you put the soap in, and then you hit a button. And you wait for 30 minutes, you take it out, put it in another part, and hit a button. Then you wait another 30 minutes, you take it out, and you put it on hangers. What's so hard about that? But sisters act like the small things they do is just so huge, bro. And that's what caused that beautiful household of yours to become a headache. You know what I'm saying? Get Sirach 34 and 23. Sirach chapter 34, verse 23.
Sirach chapter 34, verse 23. When one buildeth, another pull it down. What profit have they that but labor?
They said, when one build it and another pull it down. I'm trying to build, and another one's pulling down what I'm building. What profit you have you except labor? Y'all just working at that point. It's no progression. I'm trying to build over here, but you plucking it down with your hands. You know what I'm saying? It's no progression because you would have complained about your role and responsibility. But I don't get to do that though, right? We understand it gets a little overwhelming. Don't think I'm just, you know what I'm saying? This ain't a hate the wife campaign, you know what I mean? It goes both sides. Sometimes the man don't respect or honor all that the woman has to do because it is at some points it is tiring and overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? I hate using that word. Women love that. It's overwhelming. I just need to get out the house. I just need a release. I just need one day without the baby. You wasn't saying that when you first had her. When that baby was cute and just saying goon and not moving around, hey, you was living it up. But now the baby could walk. Now the baby could get off the couch. The baby could get, my daughter know how to get off the bed now, bro. It's over. It's over. You know what I'm saying? When I saw she did that, I was like, oh, it's over. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Your baby is the biggest block in your house right there. You know what I'm saying? Preventing any type of thing from going on. You know what I mean? My daughter came off the bed. I was like, nah. Because you could just throw up there for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Go handle something. She getting off the bed, bro. She getting off the couch. You know what I'm saying? She climbing on chairs. You know what I mean? It's over. I understand it's over, man. You know what I'm saying? So I understand sometimes, sisters, y'all need a little break. You know what I mean? But in the same breath, don't let that distract you from your role that God ordained you to be in, to have children and to guide the house. That's your responsibility. That's what you was created for. Don't get mad at me. We reading the Bible. Yeah, Proverbs 11:29. I'm gonna flip it on the brothers real quick, sisters. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna flip it on the brothers real quick. I'm gonna need security and sisters see this class. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna flip it on the brothers, bro. Some brothers be out the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sisters happy now. Some brothers be out the spirit. Proverbs 11:29. Come on.
Proverbs chapter 11, verse 29. He that trouble his own house shall inherit the wind.
Some brothers are a headache to their wives. You know what I'm saying? They be troubling their own house. They be putting an insurmountable amount of burdens on them. Knowing that, hey, okay, it's starting to get to her. She need a little break. You know what I'm saying? It's understandable. We all need a break. Some brothers don't look at it like that, though. But some brothers be like, guide the house, sis. You ain't going outside. Take care of the baby. We can't go. We got the baby. Nah. We got the baby. We can't go. We can't do that. Guide the house. I'm going to go out here and do this. You stay in the house. You can't do that. You're going to trouble your own house. Sometimes, brothers, you got to go out and walk with your wife. And it's a beautiful thing to do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you need that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do it, but when you do it, you're like, hey, this is refreshing, man. You know what I'm saying? We out here in the nature, you know what I'm saying? Wind blowing, baby running around. By the time you get to the house, baby want to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's refreshing. But sometimes brothers, what did it say? What the scripture say? Read it one more time for me. They trouble their own house because they don't respect the role that the woman is performing. I can see if she ain't doing what she's supposed to do, and you ain't even giving honor or credit to that to give her some type of release or some type of encouragement or some type of gift for the good work she's been doing. You gotta show that to your wife, just like you looking for her to show that to you. It works. It go hand in hand. But some brothers don't do that, and now they turn something beautiful into a headache. Some brothers create a dragon in their house. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. The Bible teaches you how to tame a dragon. You know what I'm saying? Hey, get where we at? Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 9.
Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 9. Live joyful with the wife whom thou lovest all the days of the life of thy vanity.
He said, the Bible said, live joyfully with the wife you live all the days of your vanity. You know what I'm saying? Come on, keep reading.
Which he had given thee under the sun, all the days of thy vanity. For that is the portion in this life, and in thy labor which thou takest under the sun.
Brothers, it's beautiful when you can live joyfully with your wife, and vice versa. Everything shouldn't be so stiff and redundant in your household. You know what I'm saying? You got to have fun with your wife. Crack a joke with her. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know what I mean? Sometimes I go in the house, and I just tackle my wife. And then me and my daughter jump her. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it be like that. You know what I'm saying? It is what you gotta have some type of joy with your wife. It shouldn't just be the same old routine, because anybody gonna get tired of that. Have some fun, bro. Go out, do something, enjoy life, take a trip somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I went to the color factory the other day. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to go. But when I went, hey, all praise, we lived joyfully. You know what I'm saying? Daughter loved it, wife loved it. I was there. Hey, get Genesis 26:8. Live joyfully with your wife. Live joyfully with your wife. It's okay to have fun with your wife. You know what I'm saying? Crack a joke, play a game. There's nothing wrong with that. That's beautiful, because it said all the days of thy vanity, because our life is vanity regardless. You might as well enjoy it. It's Genesis 26:8.
Genesis chapter 26, verse 8. And it came to pass, when he had been there a long time, that Abimelech, the king of the Philistines, looked out a window and saw, and behold, Isaac was sporting with Rebekah, his wife.
Sometimes you got to sport with your wife, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you got to sport with your wife, and it's beautiful. Play around with her, you know what I'm saying? Chase, do whatever you do in your house. I'm going to be discreet. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever you do in your house, but have fun. Enjoy it, you know what I'm saying? Reconnect like y'all was doing when y'all was proving, or just do something different, something spontaneous, you know what I'm saying? Sport with your wife. Live happily with her. It's beautiful in the outside of the Lord. Brothers want to just be all serious in the house, all stiff. Your wife want to play games, you know what I'm saying? Jump on you, whatever. You like, my back, sis. Just give me a massage, man. I go to sleep. Damn, bro. Bro, you can't muster the energy just to play around a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Gotta be nothing crazy. Just keep that joyful, loving, you know what I mean, going. You know what I'm saying? Keep that joyful zeal to one another going. Sometimes you got to sport with your wife. Get 1 Corinthians 7:3. And sometimes when you sport with your wife, it leads to other things. Other things that's beautiful as well. Get 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 3.
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 3. Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence, and likewise also the wife unto the husband.
Sometimes the sporting and the living joyfully leads to some due benevolence. You deserve it, my brother. You deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Render unto the wife due benevolence, and a wife render to the husband due. It's beautiful. Keep reading.
The wife have not power over her own body, but the husband. And likewise also the husband have not power of his own body, but the wife.
Right. So when the other party wants some, give it to him. It's undefiled, man. Have some fun. Come on.
Defraud ye not one the other,
except
it be with consent for a time, that ye may give yourself to fasting and prayer, and come together again.
And then come together. Don't defraud one another, meaning it ain't no, I don't feel like it. It ain't no, I don't feel like it. What scripture is that, sis? I got a headache. Yo, you got a headache? You giving me a headache. But guess what? I got this box of Tylenol right here, sis. Don't even worry about it. You ain't gonna have no headache after we done. It say, for consent for a time that you may be fasting and praying, and then after you come together again. Why? Keep reading.
And come together again, that Satan tempt you not for your incontinency.
That Satan don't tempt you. Because if you hold it so too long, the mind start to rush in. That's how adultery happened. Sisters withholding sex. Some sisters in the body be withholding sex or using it as a weapon. Are you crazy? Are you crazy, sister? With all these hoes out here in these streets, you want to withhold sex from your husband when he got to go and work amongst them every day? I never heard a brother withholding. I ain't hear it yet. So I'm talking to the sister specifically. I ain't hear a brother saying, nah, I don't feel like I'm too tired. What? You might have a different situation on your hands, sister. Your husband say that to you. That's something you can report. Report that. You know what I'm saying? Get Sirach 36:22. Sirach 36:22. But when you don't hold it, and when you render due benevolence, it's beautiful. You playing around, you spoiling, it leads to what it leads to. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Sirach chapter 36, verse 22. The beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man love nothing better.
Right. And even when a sister looks beautiful and keep herself looking beautiful throughout the years of the marriage. It ain't just, oh, you was bad 10 years ago. It's supposed to be, you still bad. You know what I'm saying? A brother loves to see his wife looking bad, beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the course of the marriage. Play that clip, number 8. I don't want the whole thing. Just a couple seconds.
You're beautiful. I don't want to say at 72.
I was born in 1950.
73 years old. Pause it. She's 73 years old. That's what we want, to have our wives continue to maintain their image throughout the course of marriage, throughout the course of the years. 73. She look like she about what, 40? If that. Maybe early 40, you know what I'm saying? We want this to cheer the countenance of your husband when you maintain how you look. That'll keep the joyfulness going, the sporting going, and the due benevolence going. Play number 9. Play number 9. But some brothers get married and the sister starts gaining weight, or the brother starts gaining weight. And sisters, I want y'all to know something. We been getting on as brothers for years about gaining weight. I hope y'all know that, sisters. I hope y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? We coming for y'all next. Some brothers got fat wives up in here. I said it. I said it. Some of y'all brothers got fat wives and you know it, and you don't say nothing to them. But you come into the Sabbath, hey, burn a fat brother. You in a red, brother? You in a red? What is your wife in? Is your wife in the green? You telling me your wife in the green? Your wife ain't no damn green. Your wife in the red. But you don't say nothing to her about it. You know what I'm saying? Some brothers are hypocrites. You know what I'm saying? My wife gained weight. I'm going to tell her she look fat. I'm telling you straight, bro. I ain't about to be a hypocrite. As much as I talk about brothers in the body, I can't talk about my wife at the house. If my wife asks me, hey, babe, look like I gained some weight, I'm gonna be like, I look fat, I'm gonna be like, nah, you look obese. Real talk, you know what I'm saying? Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Some brothers let their wives just lose themselves and don't say nothing, and then get mad because they lost themselves and you didn't say nothing to her, and you saw her losing herself, losing her shape. She got all her face ain't ready no more. She getting pimples all over, hair falling out, and you ain't saying nothing? Play the clip. Sometimes you gotta do this with your fat wife.
Where everybody else in the house, chilling, watching TV, stuffing their face. We out here working. We out here working. Getting ready for our 2nd anniversary. You hear me? You gonna be out there with that 2-piece on, that 2-piece stole bikini.
Right,
Come
you
on,
can take
let's
it
go.
off. You can take it off. My
Let's
point
go.
is, sometimes you got to motivate your wife. When you see her starting to lose, you know what I'm saying, lose herself, because it's easy to happen, especially when kids get involved. You know what I'm saying? It's like things just slow down. She stop working out. It happens. It happens in both ways, but brothers and sisters. But you got to be there to motivate her. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with you saying, hey, yo, babe, you fat. You fat. Baby, you fat. There's nothing wrong with that, brother. Don't be scared of that. Embrace that. That should motivate her. She should care about how you look at her and how you think of her. Now, the brothers who got a dragon, if you say that, bro, just book a hotel room for the night. You'll be all right. Play the next clip.
Sometimes you gotta take that nightgown off.
Run it back.
If you're in a relationship and you live with your man, sometimes you gotta take that bonnet off. Sometimes you gotta take that nightgown off. Sometimes your man gotta come home from work and see you looking just as good as you did the night he met you.
That's some good stuff right there. And that'll cheer our countenance. You ever wonder your husband come home and he look at you and you start smiling? He's like, man, I got a good one. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he be like, hey, she really bad. You know what I'm saying? But then sometimes you come home and she got the bonnet on. You know what I'm saying? Well, she got 3 scarves. You know what I mean? You just like, hey, shalom, sis. You know what I'm saying? She running up to you, shalom, my Lord. You like, hey, shalom, sis. You give her a little peck. You know what I'm saying? Let me go take a shower real quick. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I should come home and be like, dang, you know, who you looking good for? You know what I'm saying? It should be like that. It should be like that. But some sisters, they lose themselves. You know what I'm saying? And it's on you as the man to get them back on track. Right? Give me Judith 10 real quick. Judith chapter 10. I'm going to get straight to the point. Judith chapter 10 and verse 3.
Judith chapter 10, verse 3. And pulled off the sackcloth which she had on, and put off the garments of her widowhood, and washed her body all over with water, and anointed herself with precious ointments, and braided the hair of her head, and put on the tire upon it, and put on her garments of gladness.
So she had garments of gladness that she did what with? Come on.
Wherewith she was clad during the life of Manasseh her husband.
So she had certain garments of gladness that she put on when she was with her Lord. She did herself up, put her hair back, you know what I'm saying? She anointed herself, put the perfume on that you like, you know what I mean? This what brothers be looking, this is part of that oasis when they come home. Come on, keep reading.
And she took sandals upon her feet, and put about her bracelets and chains, and her rings, and her earrings, and all her ornaments, and decked herself bravely to allure the eyes of all men that should see her.
Right, and Judith did this for a specific reason, but I'm showing a correlation of how you as the wife supposed to be looking when I come home, or at particular situations and times. Like when you're on your time of the month, all right, throw the bonnet on. It's all good. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But when you clean and you know it's going down and I come home, you better be looking like how I want you to look. Know what I'm saying? You better look how I want you to look. Play number 11.
Honey, are you coming to bed? I'm waiting for you.
Oh, yeah, baby. I'll be there in a minute. You, just keep my side warm.
I'll do better than that. I'll make it hot.
Pause. That's how it used to be when you first get married. You know what I'm saying? That's when you first got married. That's the honeymoon stage. The honeymoon stage lasts between 1 and 3 months. And then it gets real because bills come in. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was when you first got married. You brothers know what I'm talking about. Keep playing.
Honey.
And then this is after about 5 years. Pause.
Come to bed.
So you just forget that we love that your beauty chair our countenance. You know what I'm saying? And they go to sleep looking like this on a day where she clean too. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, sis. Come on. That's how you going to sleep with me? You know what I mean? Like, sheesh. Help me out. Just kill the whole vibe. You know what I'm saying? Brother wound up going to sleep on the couch. You know what I'm saying? Hey, play number 12. Play the next one. Try to get these clips out the way. We almost done. Play number 12. This is how certain brothers be. This how I be with certain brothers, bro. This is when a wife defrauding you. You know what I'm saying? She coming to bed looking bad. You know what I'm saying? You can't. Hey, you can pause it, bro. You can pause. You can take it off. You can take it off. You know what I'm saying? That's how I be when you try to get, you know what I'm saying? And that's where it become a headache at. Why you defrauding me? Why you ain't even present yourself in a way that make me want it? And then when I do want it, now you wanna sleep with your back towards me. You know your wife got little tails. You know what I'm saying? You correct about something. She be like, okay, understood. Then you get in the bed, she sleep already. Oh, you sleep already. Usually you wait till I get in there. Usually it'd be 1 a.m. I'll be on a conference call. You wait till I get in there. But now you sleep already. Okay. Oh, now you want to sleep with your face the other way, huh? Usually you be all on me, leg all on me. Now you want to face the wall when you sleep? Okay. That's when it becomes a headache. She be scooting away from you. You know what I'm saying? Some brothers deal with that. I don't deal with that. I say yet, because you never know. You know what I'm saying? 1 Corinthians 7 and 29. 1 Corinthians 7:29.
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 29. But this I say, brethren, that the time is short, and it remaineth, that both they that have wives be as they that had none.
What that mean? That mean the truth comes before you, sister. But it becomes a headache when the wife don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? She don't understand that. She ain't trying to keep herself looking right for you. You know what I'm saying? She get an attitude with you when you got to go do the work. You say you got a fly mission. You just went yesterday. Man, I got camp. You just went yesterday. You went last Sabbath. You ain't gonna spend them time with me. You got the devil on you, sis. I spend time with you. Gotta book an appointment. Sometimes as a wife, you gotta book an appointment with your Lord. It is what it is. And sometimes that appointment gonna get canceled when we get a call from a captain or something. This is the truth. This is what we was made for. Get Wisdom of Solomon 2 real quick and 13. This is when it become a headache when a woman forget our role. Now we was created to do the work of the Lord. And guess what? If we got time for you, we gonna squeeze you into that. Hey, bro, this class gonna get no views, bro. Hey, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 verse 13.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 verse 13. He professed to have the knowledge of God, and he called himself the child of the Lord.
That's what we do because we are. Come on.
He has made to
read again.
He was made to reprove our thoughts.
Sister, you forgot we was created to reprove the thoughts of the world. That's why we was made. Fear God, keep his commandments, and reprove every thought contrary to the word of God right here. So why you mad when we fulfilling our role? Because you a headache. You know what I'm saying? You a migraine at that point. Give me Galatians 5:14. Give me Galatians 5:15. Galatians 5, I'm about to skip some of this. Galatians chapter 5, verse 15.
Galatians chapter 5, verse 15. But if ye bite and devour one another, take heed that ye be not consumed one of another.
Right, and eventually it gets to the point where you start biting and devouring one another. It gets to the point where now everything is an issue. She withholding sex from you. She ain't trying to look good for you. You know what I'm saying? And now it's a confrontation every time y'all speak. It gets to that because the wife don't understand her role. And sometimes the man don't understand his role. But I'm talking about the wife today. You know what I'm saying? Play number 13. Start at I left the timestamp on there, right? I think I put 2:15. We're only gonna play a little bit of it. Yeah, 2:15. This example of biting and devouring.
Sometimes you're too aggressive. It's emasculating. I feel like I'm hanging out with a dude.
I can accept that, and my heart is still open. Sometimes your beady little eyes give me the creeps.
I can accept that, and my heart is still open. Sometimes when you walk, the sound of your thighs rubbing together makes the hair on the back of my neck stand up.
Biting the vowel.
What hair, Baldy? And I thought you'd be used to that sound since your mama's big fat thighs always get it in your mama. I said it is, mama. I said it.
What happened to my heart is still open?
Oh, don't give me that, Mr. 3-minute man.
And hold up, you see that? Now the sister want to go for the jugular. Now, you see what I'm saying? She want to hold that and use that at that time. No discretion. 3 minutes? You know, bro, like we ain't made to go back and forth with women. So when she go below the belt like that, you be flustered. You be like, oh, 3 minutes? Word? Three minutes? A word? All right, bet. 3 minutes? Okay, watch. And we ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't used to going back and forth with no woman like that. But that's how I be in some brothers and sisters' households, just biting and devouring. That's when something so beautiful can turn into a headache. When you just consistently point out the flaws in one another. How about I point out a flaw and I assist you with overcoming that flaw? How about that? But we don't think about that because sometimes that beautiful, beautiful union turns into a headache. I'm going to skip that. Go to Proverbs 19:13. Proverbs chapter 19, verse 13. Now I'm transitioning to a migraine. And we went and touched a bunch of headaches. This is a migraine. Proverbs 19:13.
Proverbs chapter 19, verse 13.
Uh-huh.
A foolish son is the calamity of his father.
Come on.
And the contentions of a wife are a continual dropping.
You ever just hear just one drop in the ceiling, hitting the bucket, just constantly? You know how aggravating and frustrating that get? That's the same way when you got a contentious wife at the house. Always an issue, find an issue about anything, love to argue, and you can't find no peace in your house. That's a migraine. Some brothers dealing with migraines right now. Some brothers dealing with migraines because they still watching the class and the sister want to turn it off. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, bro. Give me Proverbs 21 and verse 9.
Proverbs chapter 21, verse 9. It is better to dwell in a corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house.
It's better to get a corner of a house than with a brawling, contentious woman in a big old mansion. You know what I'm saying? We got all this space to bite and devour one another. Damn, sis, I can't get no peace. I'm tired of arguing. But some sisters, they just can't go without that thing. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand their role. They haven't been converted yet. Give me Sirach 25:16. Trying to speed it up. We almost done. We all Sirach 25:16.
Sirach chapter 25, verse 16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
You see that thing, bro? That's a migraine. That's a migraine. You need some praying and fasting for this type of sister. I'd rather deal with a lion and a dragon. Lion gonna eat you. A dragon gonna just spit fire at you and burn you alive. He said, I take my chances than to deal with this woman like this. You know what I'm saying? And some brothers got that at the house. But the Bible teaches you how to tame a dragon, brothers. That's the title of a class right there. How to tame a dragon. You know what I'm saying? But some brothers got that wicked woman, and they just for some reason can't let her go. Get Esther 1. Esther 1, I'm going to jump to the point. Esther chapter 1. Let me see. I can't jump to the point. Esther chapter 1, verse 11.
Esther chapter 1, verse 11. To bring Vashti, the queen, before the king with the crown royal, to show the people and the princess her beauty, for she was fair to look on.
So Prince Ahasuerus, he wanted to bring Vashti the queen. He like, my wife's so bad, I got to show her off. I got to show her off to the people. Come on.
But the queen Vashti refused to come at the king's commandment.
She said, no, I ain't going. Why? I got a better idea. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
By his chamberlains. Therefore was the king very wroth, and his anger burned in him.
That's how brothers be when you give your wife a direct command and she don't listen. You get angry like, yo, you talking to him or something. You know what I'm saying? Then it's a heathen getting mad. How much more us? When we give your wife a direct command and she refused to obey it. Think crazy. Jump down to verse 15.
Verse 15. What shall we do unto the Queen Vashti according to the law?
So he said he got counsel. He's like, yo, I got to do something to her. What should we do to her? Come on.
Because she had not performed the commandment of the king Ahasuerus by the chamberlains. And Memucan answered before the king and the princess Vashti, the queen, had not done wrong to the king only.
They said she ain't only do you wrong. Come on.
But also to all the princes and to all the people that are in all the provinces of the king Ahasuerus.
When you disrespect your husband, you ain't just doing it to your husband. You're doing it to the entire nation, sister. You got to understand that. This is the mindset of the heathen. How much more us in the truth? Come on.
For this deed of the queen shall come abroad unto all the women.
They said this going to get around. Come on.
So that they shall despise their husbands in their eyes.
When you disobey a direct command of your husband, you hate him. You despise him in your eyes. Come on.
When it shall be reported, the king Ahasuerus commanded Vashti the queen to be brought in before him, but she came not. Likewise shall the ladies of Persia and Media say this day unto all the king's princes, which have heard the deed of the queen.
They said all the ladies going to get the same single lady mentality that she had. So what he did, he had to put her away. And then he made a law that said every man, jump to 22.
Verse 22. For he sent letters into all the king's provinces, into every province according to the writing thereof, and to every people after their language.
You got to translate it to every language. Come on.
That every man shall bear rule in his own house.
Shall bear rule in his own house. Come on.
And that it shall be published according to the language of every people.
We were created not only to reprove, to keep the commandments and fear God, but to bear rule over you, sis. Over you, over the children, over the household. You don't like that? Take it up with the Lord. Get Genesis 2:18. We closing out. Last couple scriptures. We closing out. Genesis chapter 2, verse 18.
Genesis chapter 2, verse 18.
So after all that migraine and headache, sister, if you fell in any of them categories, we're going to give you solutions to fix it. You know what I'm saying? And it's on you if you want to fix it. And brother, it's on you if you're going to enforce it. Right? Genesis 2:18.
Genesis chapter 2, verse 18. And the Lord God said, it is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a helpmeet for him.
You are created to help the man. That's your job. I don't care how independent, how much money you make at your job. I don't care how much you commit to the bills. I don't care how much you got to cook and clean. Your job is to help me. That's your sole reason you was created. That's what the Bible say. Give me Tobit 8:6. That's what the Bible say. If you got an issue with this right now, sister, you are a headache to that husband right now of yours. You know what I'm saying? You are a headache. Start learning to be beautiful again. Beautiful in spirit. Give me Tobit 8:6.
The book of Tobit, chapter 8, verse 6. Thou madest Adam and gavest him Eve, his wife, for an helper and stay. Of them came mankind. Thou hast said, it is not good that man should be alone. Let us make unto him a aid like unto himself.
You are a helper, a stay, and an aid unto your husband. That's your responsibility. This is what the Bible say. The same Bible you come every Sabbath and pretend like you listening to. You know what I'm saying? Sisters don't be listening to the classes, bro. They don't. You know what I'm saying? They be playing with the baby, doing this office, doing that office. They had one scripture. That was heavy, sis. No, it wasn't. You don't know the context of the class. Sisters don't be listening to the class. I'm telling you. Sisters don't be studying. It is what it is. And then you wonder why you got problems in your marriage. You know what I'm saying? I'm studying so I can apply and rule over you and teach you and guide you. You not studying so you could be rebellious. It is what it is, man. We're going to call a spade a spade. Get Genesis 3:16. Got to go back to the beginning on some of these headaches, man. That's crazy, man. Like Genesis 3:16, come on.
Genesis chapter 3, verse 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee.
Your desire to your husband, and he gonna rule over you. That means complete and utter control of everything. That's what it means. You don't think that's what it means? Okay. We're gonna see if what I just said would it mean. Now give me Judith 12 and 14. How much you rule over you? Some sisters don't want their Lord to rule over them. Some sisters had the same mindset as Eve, and that's why they got sorrow and conception right now. Because they want to rule with him instead of being ruled by him. Judith 12 and 14.
Judith chapter 12, verse 14. Then said Judith unto him, Who am I now, that I should gainsay my Lord?
Read that again.
Who am I now that I should gainsay my Lord?
What these sisters at? They got this mentality. Who am I that I should gainsay my Lord? Some of you sisters don't even call your husband Lord. Hey, I'm throwing shoes, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm throwing. Read it again.
Then said Judith unto him, Who am I now, that I should gainsay my Lord?
Some of you sisters don't call your husbands Lord. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't comfortable calling him that. Your wicked family call your phone. Hey, what you doing, sis? I'm over here with Derek. Derek? You calling me by my first? What happened to Lord? I'd have been happy with Babe. You talking about Derek? You calling me by my gun? Some sisters don't even feel comfortable calling their husband Lord because they're not comfortable with him being the Lord over their spirit. And it shows just by something that subtle. You think it's not a big thing. It's a big thing. Because it reaffirms the role and the order within your marriage. But you not saying it, every time you're not saying it, you getting closer to being equal with him. Subconsciously, that's what it's doing. When you say, oh, that's my Lord, and that's my Lord, it's reaffirming that he has control over you. But you don't think of it like that. That's why outside of the school, it's, oh yeah, that's Johnny. That's Eric. That's Mikey. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Keep reading.
Surely, whatsoever pleaseth him, I would do speedily.
He said, whatever please him, I'm going to do it I'm going to do it quick. You know, sometimes you call your wife and yo, hey, by the third call, she come in. Oh, my bad. I was doing this. I was sending a text. She said, I'm going to do it speedily. I'm going to do whatever please my Lord speedily. Some of you sisters be moving like a snail in a house because you don't want to do it. You being disrespectful. And the Lord going to hold you accountable. Keep reading.
And it shall be my joy unto the day of my death.
Where are these sisters at? That speedily do whatever their husband want, that is ashamed to gainsay him, and is joyous to do it until the day they die. Where are these sisters at? Babylon did some work with our sisters, bro. Give me Psalms 45 and 10. We almost done. I only got like 5 more precepts. Psalms 45. Son, brother laugh. Psalms 45 and 10.
The book of Psalms, chapter 45, verse 10.
Listen up, sisters.
Hearken, O daughter, and consider and incline thine ear. Forget also thine own people.
Get your own people, come on.
And thy father's house.
Because leave father and mother, and twain shall be one flesh. Come on.
So shall the king greatly desire thy beauty.
He gonna desire your beauty. Come on.
For he is thy Lord.
For he is thy Lord.
And worship thou him.
And do what?
Worship thou him.
Some sisters I know sisters cut the class off right there. Worship thou him. Are you? I'm not worshiping this. This BAN. Some sisters thinking like that. And if you saying you ain't thinking like that, your actions show that you thinking like that. It said, worship thou him. How many of you sisters are comfortable with that? Some sisters is cringing right now. Some sisters' faces twitching right now. You know what I'm saying? They trying to keep a straight face. You know what I'm saying? Husband looking at him like, you know what I mean? I know. Worship thou him? This name right here who barely got enough money, you know what I'm saying? Who got this little beat up hoopty car? Worship thou him? It's hilarious. Worship thou him? Y'all sisters out the spirit, man. That's what it turns to a headache. When you understand that this is your role. And you should be happily to do it speedily until the day you die. You know what I'm saying? Ephesians 5:22. I only worship Christ. I ain't worshiping that. I only worship the Lord. Come on.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands, as unto the Lord.
When it says submit unto your husband as if that was Christ in your house. Your husband is Christ in your house. So think about that the next time he tell you to do something, you suck your teeth, you roll your eyes, you take your slowest time and pace to get it done. You know what I'm saying? You mutter something under your breath. You don't do it at all. You be not discreet. You doing that to Christ. You tell all your business, you doing that to Christ. You argue with him, you doing that to Christ. You not submitting. Sisters hate that word submit. But ain't every word of God pure? It's pure when it said that the husband got to provide roof, clothing, and shelter, right? It ain't pure when it says submit in all things, though. They get a little tainted then, right? Get Colossians 3:18. Colossians 3:18, come on.
Book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 18. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands, as it is fit in the Lord.
That ain't the only place it was written in Ephesians. So it's just like Colossians. I never read that one because y'all don't study. I'm sorry. Wives, submit yourselves to your own husbands as it is fit in the Lord. Come on.
Husbands, love your wives and be not bitter against them.
See that? I threw y'all something, sisters. The husbands can't be bitter to y'all. You know what I'm saying? But you better submit to that husband. It go both ways. But a lot of times in marriage, the woman forget her way and start building up resentment, a grudge, animosity, and something so beautiful that the Lord said, in my eyes, is beautiful, turns into a headache. It turns into a burden. It turns into something that you just doing because you got to do it. What happened to the joy that you had when you first got married, ironing your husband's clothes, having everything ready in your closet? Nowadays, you iron my shirt? I was doing this. I was so busy, I was swamped. Before, I didn't even have to ask you. What happened to that? You start to lose track of yourself in marriage. I'm telling you. And you got to catch yourself. And it goes both ways, right? Give me that, number 14. We almost out of here.
I know submission just simply means I trust your leadership. I'm aware that you're trying to protect me at all costs. So if you tell me, don't go pump my gas at night, I submit to that, knowing that you're trying to protect me from whatever's at the gas station at night. Otherwise, if I'm not submitting to you, I'm not under your covering, I'm not under your leadership or your headship, I'm just doing what I want to do because you can't tell me what to do, then I'm not protected. So whatever comes at me at the gas station at night, that's on me.
That's what it means. She said submission just means you protecting me. You protected me because men see things that women don't even see. They don't even look at it the same way because women have no sense of what word I'm looking for? I'm trying to use a nice word. Women don't foresee things happening. They just instinctive. They have a good idea, they run with it. Men, that's a good idea, but what's the ramifications if this happen? What if this go wrong? Women don't think logical like that. So when we tell you, hey, don't go outside at night, we saying it for a reason. But you saying you can't control me. I got the key to the car too. I'll be back. Next thing you know, you missing. You know what I'm saying? You missing. You know what I'm saying? You get caught in a gunfight. You locked up on the side, or something gonna happen to you because you disobeying your Lord. You're not submitting. Put up that definition. I know I'm going into submission, right? Submit. What that definition mean? Come on.
Submit. Accept or yield to a superior force to the authority of will of another.
Submit means you yield or accept a superior force. So when you don't yield to that superior, you saying that's not a superior force. You saying y'all got the same force and power. Read some of them synonyms. Come on.
Give in. Yield. Give way. Back down. Cave in.
You know when the Bible says submit, sisters, I want you to understand something. When you submit, when you make something submit, like if you ever watch a MMA fight, they got their arm trying to break it. They trying to make them submit, which means what? You might have a thought that's contrary to your Lord. You have to submit that thought to what he thinks, even if you don't agree with it. It's on you to submit that thought to his thought. And you're going to live with the consequences. whether it turns out to be prosperous or bad. But you know, you fulfilled your role. It says, back down, cave in,
capitulate.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds good. You sisters need to capitulate to your lords. You know what I'm saying? Surrender. Bow. Auntie, wow. Bow to your Lord. You know what I'm saying? It's a bend the knee. Humble yourself. Because guess what? You're not going to agree with everything that your husband says. It's cool. But you don't have to voice that and go against his judgment. Now you're not fulfilling your role. This is some good stuff. Comply with. Put up with. I don't like that. Be subject to. Agree to. Then it say a wife and a husband that agree together. That means submit. That's what that means in Sirach. A wife and a husband that agree together means the wife submits to her husband. Man, them synonyms be on point. Take it lying down. It's crazy. Hey, Ephesians 5:23. Last two scriptures we out here. Ephesians 5:23.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 23. For the husband is the head of the wife.
We rule over you, women. Come on.
Even as Christ is the head of the church.
It's like Christ is the head of the church. Come on.
And he is the savior of the body.
And he's the savior of the body. We are saviors, sisters. You ain't getting the kingdom without us. You need us. Come on.
Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ.
Come on.
So let the wives be to their own husbands in everything.
And how many things?
Everything.
No, just a couple of things.
Everything.
No, I wanted to go out at 9 o'clock.
Everything.
I want to make this type of food today.
Everything.
I want to go shopping today.
Everything.
Man, everything?
Everything.
That's in the Bible. There's some good stuff right here. Some sisters like, nah. Because he don't be knowing everything. You know what I'm saying? Nah. The Bible says submit in everything. Everything. These are scriptures that's supposed to pop in your mind when you get your own thought. I tell my wife all the time, women got the easiest road to the kingdom. I be like, yo, you don't got to think. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to think and you can live forever. How easy a life is that? I'm telling you exactly how to do everything. You don't even have to think. All you got to do is comply. And you're going to live forever. Think about that. Women don't have to think and they can live forever, but yet they want to think. And they don't want to be submissive in everything. You making your own path to the kingdom harder than it is. Play the last clip.
My husband is my boss. My husband is number one. My husband is my boss.
Yeah.
My husband is number one.
Yeah.
If my husband tells me, hey, sit down, I'll sit down. If he tells me you can't go out with your friends today, I'm not going to go out with my friends. If he says, hey, go wash this dish for me, I'm going to go wash a dish for him. I chose this man to be the king of my life. And yes, I agree with everything he says, and I do everything he says. And I did that because I chose this man. I put him in this position in my life, and this is how I honor and take care of and love the man in my life. So I tell women out there, you want a man in your life, you want to be happy, figure out what you would do when you are happy. Because I am happy. My husband does so many great things for me, and I would do that for him. I obey him, I respect him, and I let him be the man that he is.
We gotta protect that sister. I don't think she out people. She doing that in Islam, the regurgitated, washed down version of the truth. But you can't do it to your Lord, to your husband. If she ain't our people, that sister, bro, we gonna kill her last. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna have to have a sister circle with her leading there before we get out of there. You know what I'm saying? Before we put in chains and all that, hey, just talk to our women real quick. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna have to do. You know what I'm saying? Ephesians 5:33, last one, and we go. 5:33.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 33. Nevertheless, let every one of you in particular so love his wife even as himself.
You supposed to love your wife even as yourself, because y'all one flesh now. And that one flesh is beautiful in the eyesight of God. Come on.
Indeed, wife, see that she reverence her husband.
And see that you reverence, man. You have a deep respect for your husband. And when the husband loves his wife as himself, and the wife reverence the husband and submit in everything, that's a beautiful marriage. That's how you do it. The secret sauce is right here. We just got to apply it. So if you want to have a beautiful marriage instead of a headache and a migraine, fall into your respective roles. The men go out and teach, they defend, they protect, they provide. You support that man in everything that he does. And in the eyesight of God, that'll be beautiful and he'll bless your entire household. Hey, those boys, I got something from that. I'm also in my IUIC Houston. In the classroom, all praise to the Most High. Shalom.